does occur to me that if we were to apply the same logic, that is to say that the best, most well-defended base possible is one that the enemy can't find, the Lucky 38 is basically the worst military base imaginable. I mean, yes, it has strong defenses, but also you can see it from the entire Mojave. It's like, what I'd like to do, I think, is find a nice little bolt hole. It's like, Good Springs is good because, well, it's at the very end of a road, and up until recently it had Deathclaws at the very end of it, but it could be better, especially now that I've cleared the Deathclaws out. It's worth thinking about. It's like, the van is good, if only because it's small and it's easy to move around, so that people will, not find it, but still, it could be a lot better. Anyway, that's a topic for when we get back to the Mojave. Right now, we need to go find Daniel. Here we are, civilization. I hope you're friendly, because if not, I have a shotgun for you.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you. Daniel is waiting for you.
Okay, thank you. Where is Daniel?
Daniel is a wise man and a great friend to the Sorrows. He taught me to speak the language of New Canaan, the English from the holy books.
Wait. English I can get over. Holy books like Joshua was talking about?
Yes. The language of the New Canaanites is the holy tongue, for it is the language their sacred books are written in. The Father in the caves brought it to them after the judgment, but the ancestors of the Sorrows sinned against him. They were denied the true tongue.
Is that your belief, or is that something Daniel taught you? Because if that's something Daniel taught you, wow, that is, it's like, not only is my tongue the holy tongue, but it's like you were denied the holy tongue because you sinned in the past. Holy crap. Have you known Daniel long?
6 years. He attended the birth of my third child. It was a hard birth. The river nearly carried my water to the Father, and my child's with it. Daniel knew the ways of New Canaan's medicine. He stepped in and saved both of our lives.
Okay, note to self, don't badmouth Daniel in front of this lady. Oops. Okay, yeah, let's talk about something else.
What would you speak of?
Tell me about the Sorrows? Actually, tell me about the Father in the cave. It's like, I think I might know who you're talking about, but, how about you confirm that for me?
Have you not heard of the God of the New Canaanites? He is our protector and our judge. He helped our ancestors find their place here in Zion. He gave us many gifts, but we are not to seek him out. His caves are forbidden to us. Those who seek them out are taken from us.
Okay. I'll admit, I'm not really an expert on religion, but that doesn't really sound like what Joshua was talking about.
Perhaps you do not fully understand the New Canaanites.
Possible.
I have seen the Father's images. His holy bride and holy son were given unto the world to save it. They dwelt in the caverns of the mountains, caverns which can still be seen today. The people sinned against him, and were punished with the end that came in fire and the loss of the holy tongue. Only the New Canaanites were spared.
Okay, that's, interesting. Fascinating, yes, that is one word for it.
I'm sure Daniel could tell you more. His knowledge of the Father is greater than my own.
Okay. And the Sorrows, you say the Father in the cave gave Zion to you, is that right?
We have dwelt in the Narrows since the end that came in fire. When the Father in the caves punished the world and made us forget the holy tongue. We have had good relations with the other tribes in the valley. At least before Salt Upon Wounds brought his white legs here. We have Daniel to thank for our continued existence. His advice and help has kept the white legs from overrunning us so far. I do not know how long even he can protect us, though.
Really? I thought that it was Joshua brought the dead horses here and was doing most of the legwork there. What exactly do you know about Salt Upon Wounds? Like, I heard he was from up north, right?
He is war chief of the White Legs, and the worst butcher of them all. The tribes he has crushed are many. The warriors he has slain, countless.
Okay, and you are?
Waking Cloud is my name. I am midwife to the sorrows. It sounds ill-omened, no? Midwife to sorrows?
I guess? Kind of? I'll admit I just got here, but I haven't seen any kids. It's like, maybe I'll see more when I, walk more than 20 feet through the camp.
The children and the old have already been evacuated from the camp. They are safe enough, unless the White Legs come for us in force.
Evacuated where? It's like, is where they are the way out of Zion Valley? Because, like, I'd love to go with the women and children. And now that the babies are gone, there's not much midwifing to do, right? So, what do?
I tend to other hurts and sicknesses that afflict our tribe. I also scout the valley for the herbs I use in my medicines.
Okay, that makes sense. I can't help but notice you've got a bear paw strapped to your arm. Can I get one of those? I mean, I'll be honest, it's mostly for a collection. It'd be a nice curio, a nice souvenir, so that might not be the best thing to say to you, but can I have one?
A Sorrow's Yaoguai fist is a sacred symbol. It shows that we belong to the tribe and have willingly undertaken a dangerous quest to aid the tribe. Each Sorrow makes his own, and only after hunting and slaying a Yaoguai that threatened our people. Our shaman, Whitebird, oversees the rites. Perhaps if you spoke to him, he would allow you to undertake such a quest.
So I'm not hearing a no, but what I am hearing is that it's a curio which really isn't worth it to me beyond, it's like, I want to have one in the van just to say that I have one. Alright, let's go talk to Daniel, I guess. She didn't actually say where he is, just somewhere in the camp. Okay. Well, let's find him then. I will say this camp is very pretty. And I note that the Sorrows are making good use of it. It's like, there's cliffs, and so in order to attack the camp, first you have to come down this big canyon. And they have nice defensible positions on top of the cliff where they can rain down arrows or spears or bullets. Which means that, they don't need to put bear traps in their main walkway. Now, I thought I saw someone wearing pre-war clothing, with jeans and a black shirt. Where'd he go? He was just here. I just saw him. Also, holy crap, these guys have so much Brock flour, and Xanderroot is like, I'm okay with that. That means that I can come in and steal all their crops and make all the healing poultices I need. Dorley, where did this guy go? I just saw him. I just saw Daniel. Where did he step off to? Did he go inside the cave? Well, I don't see anybody wearing pants. But Waking Cloud did say to talk to, I think it was you.
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. You come to receive visions of truth?
What is wrong with your mouth? What do you mean, visions of truth?
Take drugs, kill a bear. Seek medicine plant. Return with sacred datura root. Receive visions of truth, they guide you.
Take drugs, kill a bear, that's a new one. I guess I'll just go and grab some datura root?
Go. Return, maybe yes. Return, maybe no. But go.
Okay. Take drugs, kill a bear. Okay. I'll just go and grab some datura root then, I guess. What's datura root even look like? Are those the flowers I've been kind of walking by and ignoring because they don't contribute to making healing poultices? Yeah, they probably are. Crossroads Cavern, okay. Hello? Is there a Daniel here? No, but there is. Hello, some brambles. So we're going to investigate behind the brambles. Oh! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Why are you here? Ow! Ow! Why are there white legs down here? Why is your sword on fire? What's going on? Okay. Just white legs in the very back of the Sorrow's camp. Why are you here? And better question, how are you here? It's like, you've got a camp and everything. Did they just not know? It's like, are you... I really hope I didn't just kill refugees that were just in the camp. Like, they've got skeletons in here. What? Just, I am very confused. It's like, I recognize that they had that whole impenetrable bramble shield to say, hey, nobody's here, don't pay attention to us, but, how were they getting in and out? Did nobody care that apparently the White Legs had a camp inside the Sorrow's camp? Is that a thing now? Do we need to worry about that? Is Daniel down the other path? Is that what we're gonna find? Is Daniel working with the White Legs? Is that what's going on? Okay, it's a coyote, and just remember, if it's in Zion, we kill it. Assume everything is hostile, except for the Sorrows and the dead horses. But you know, just everything else, shoot on sight. I can't help but notice there's more signs of civilization. You have little racks that people have put together. So we're gonna find more through here. No. In fact, we have more of the Sorrow's camp. We have access to the cliffs that are above the canyon. And so the only way to get up here, I would assume, is to go through the cave with the White Legs. What? What? Why? How does this make any sense? It's like, do you have that big of a problem with infiltrators? It's like, I didn't think that the White Legs were really the canny spy kind of people. I still can't find frickin' Daniel. Oh, hello. There's a taboo cave here, which I might just drop down and investigate, because it's like, why not? Ow! That's why. It's because I'm gonna break my leg by doing that. Alright, Stonebone's Cave, another taboo place in the middle of their camp, which I guess makes sense. This at least makes a good hiding place, because it's high up. You have to climb all these canyons just to get to it. It's like, this would be the ideal hidey hole, which means that naturally, I was gonna say, yeah, naturally the first thing I should do is get the shotgun out and look for traps. But it looks like plenty of people have already come here and tripped them for me. Except that they haven't, because there have been 4 people here who've all died from something, and then we have a tripwire that hasn't been tripped. Which begs the question, what killed these guys? Was it like a grenade bouquet? Is that why I don't see anything else? Okay, it is time to keep an eye out. Yep, bear trap, half buried in the ground. That seems, you know, typical. And another tripwire. What's that lead to? Is there a grenade bouquet somewhere around here? I see a bucket. Which, yeah, that's what I thought. There's a frag mine underneath it. Plasma mine, rather. I think I see another one in the center of the floor there. Am I imagining that? I am. But I do see a tripwire over there. So we'll quickly ease over here, disarm that. Oh, I see you. You're upside down. So the lights don't show up. Tricksy, tricksy. There we go. That's a rigged shotgun pointing at, not sure. It's like, I don't see how that would have hit anything, really. It's like, it's pointed into the rock. We have a still, looks like. I guess he was just, you know, spending some time making alcohol? Or is it a water purification thing? I mean, it looks like a still, but I'm not sure. And if I know him, he probably has a back way underwater here. Or I guess not. He just had a random still in a cave full of water. That's interesting. So if we go down the other fork, keeping an eye out now for mines and tripwires. Oh. It's just his camp. You know what? I'm not going to complain about that. I am going to keep an eye out for, you know, any trap anywhere, because, like, he's going to have some. He is the kind of guy who will have a trap in his own bedroom, you know? Oh, hello there. Desert Ranger combat helmet and combat armor, you say? Okay, let's take a look at this. I think we can forgive a multitude of sins for this. I like the armor itself. The helmet isn't doing it for me. It's a little dark for the rest of the armor. It clashes a little bit. Let's see if we can't strike a fire here. We'll need to take a look at this outside. Wait a minute. I remember my helmet had a light. Okay, we have night vision. And I don't know what... Is this like heat vision? I don't know what this actually is. Okay, 2 vision modes. Alright, I will keep this because that is fantastically useful. Okay, Mr. Survivor. We can be friends if you want to keep feeding me more of these. Alright, let's see what you had here in this terminal. 2096. Okay, there we go. I knew we were missing some terminal entries between 2095 and 2097, so this is it. Oh, they killed all the men. I think they would have taken the woman alive, but Maria and Selena opened fire, and some of the others went for their guns, so they shot them down, and some of the kids with them. They would be the Mexicans, right? If I could have warned them. Alina and Carmen and 5 children still alive being kept in a pen. There are more than 100 of these jerks in blue suits. Every suit says 22 on the back. Why? Armed to teeth with submachine guns, pistols, estimate 6% male. Everyone seems to follow the dark-haired guy, but can't get close enough to tell. Jerks are disciplined. Patrol, sentries, they mean business. Say I go in at night and get the women and children out. Where to next? But I have to get them out. Have to. Methinks somebody is thinking of his lost family. Recon during night. Well organized, sentries along most approaches, but stream not covered. Are they sick? Lots of coughing fits. Tuberculosis? Okay, so these would be the coughers he talked about. Women and children still in pen will try to infiltrate by stream tomorrow night. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 6 males killed. Heard their coughing a mile away. Used their grenades to booby-trap bodies. Kept half. Secured 6 SMGs, 500 rounds, 10mm, 6 frags. Ambush along Riverside Trail. 2 males died checking bodies. Killed 2 more with rifle. Shot 1 through calf and let jerk crawl off to shred message. Coughed like I'd shot him through lungs. Ambush, half-mile east of coal pits, 8 males killed. Okay, so he's leading a one-man campaign of death across these guys. Ambush in the Narrows, 6 males killed, took a 10mm through thigh, steel jacket, missed femoral. Lucky. Use tourniquet to make sure no blood spattered on rocks back to cave, have set traps all along entrance passage, but if they find me, it will be a matter of time. Still, 24 confirmed kills in 10 days, at least a third of their combat force, not bad for an old man. Lucky, lucky, lucky patrol was small. 3 men. Screaming woke me. Point man caught under deadfall. Panic fire ricocheted into the cave, almost hit me. Crawled forward and killed them all with SMGs. Nearly used frags. Stupid. Finger and pin when remembered ricochets. Leaving at once. No other patrols in area, but they'll be searching Narrows for these 3. Taking as much food as I can, dragging me, and heading to cave south. Okay, so that's why this guy has had so many traps out, is because he was fighting a war, essentially, against, well, the coffers. Blue suits with 22 on the back. Sounds like vault suits, probably. Nothing really useful there. Which begs the question, what happened in Vault 22 that these guys came all the way north? Vault 22, that sounds familiar. That's, That scientist guy from McCarran wanted me to go there. Alright, so this is even more high up. And I still haven't found Daniel. Alright, we'll grab some Datura root, I guess. Go talk to the shaman guy about getting a bear club. You know, right after we find where this bloody guy is hiding. I just saw him. It's like, I saw him and I said, okay, I'll walk up and talk to him after I picked up some of these roots, and then he just disappeared. Okay. In daylight, it's not so bad. It still kind of clashes a bit. It's a lot darker than the rest of the armor. Oh, it does my heart good to have proper armor now. It's like, yes, I'm slower, but I'm well protected. Oh man, I'm super slow. Oh man, was I always this slow in medium armor? This feels so much slower. It's like, maybe it's just that I've been wearing leather armor for the longest time, but oh, I feel so sluggish like this. Have you noticed that you have a fire gecko in your tent? It's like, you have multiple fire geckos who don't appear to be hostile. Have you guys tamed geckos? That's actually pretty cool. And now I kind of want a pet gecko. That'd be amazing. It's like, just imagine a gecko, a security gecko in the Good Springs house. It's like, we could just have a pet. We'll name him Dinky. Oh my gosh, I'm so slow. This is terrible. It's like, I recognize that I'm wearing heavier armor and have a shotgun out, but still, this is intolerable. I've gotten used to going so much faster because I'd modified my armor, and then I was wearing light armor, so it's like everything was... Oh, this is so slow. Maybe what we do is we take this armor off, and then we wear the leather armor for now, and then when we know we're going into combat, then we put that on. Yeah, that makes sense. You can just feel the difference. It feels so much better. This is frustrating. It's like, I could swear I saw him, like, just walking up here, and then he was just gone. There you are. There you are. There you are. There is a person wearing pants. Hello. I'm guessing you're Daniel.
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. A stranger's sympathy might not count for much, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone, even the Whitelegs. They have sensitive souls. Innocent, if there is such a thing. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. But to be frank, we need your help too.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that. Yeah, Joshua said you needed a few things and wouldn't talk to me until I gave them to you, so I hope this helps.
Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more Whiteleg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for Whitelegs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear.
Oh, come on. It's like, I got you your stuff. Come on, just give me the map, please.
Okay. You better listen close because I'm not going to repeat myself. You were not invited here. This is not your home. We have what you might call a compulsion to help you on account of our beliefs. But if you continue to spit in our eye with insults and profanity, you'll find out what happens when our patience wears out. People died at New Canaan because we bickered and debated about what to do. That was a mistake. Complaining to me now? Also a mistake. I'm not going to add sin upon sin by listening to your grumbling. You want the map? Get out in that valley. Help us. One of the Sorrows, Waking Cloud, will go with you. She knows how to get around the valley unseen. She's also a midwife and has 3 kids of her own, so she'll be more tolerant of your whining.
Really? Really? It's like your biggest issue with me is like, you weren't invited here. Well, who are you? It's like, you weren't invited here either. It's like, you're a stranger here in this valley. It's like, yeah, I didn't mean to insult you or whatever.
Corrected action is the most sincere form of apology.
Okay. Daniel has given you some pre-war mining explosives and a special detonator for them. They aren't useful as weapons, but could be used to collapse certain caves, if that proves necessary in your exploration. Wait. Before you go...
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Well, you can give me a damn map. Why are you so eager to leave? I mean, that is what you're doing here, is you're evacuating Zion. It's like, you've got a gun. You don't seem like a pacifist.
There's an old saying that goes, if you want peace, get ready for war. You've got me figured half right. I'll shoot dead any white leg that tries to creep into this camp. But it's only to protect the Sorrows. The Lord helps those who help themselves. But the Sorrows don't know how. Joshua and I do. Since I got them into this mess, I need to get them out.
Oh, speaking of white legs, did you know there's some in the cave? Yeah. Well, It's like, how do I want to respond to this? That's an awful lot of responsibility to take on. You're willing to defend the Sorrows. Why not pursue them? Yeah. Why not just... It's like, you want the Sorrows. You want to preserve Zion. It's like, you know where they live. There you go. Problem solved. Get your gun, go find the white legs, wipe them out.
There is an important difference between killing in defense and waging war. Even a Gentile like you should know that.
They're dead anyway. Joshua's a new Canaanite. He's willing to attack the white legs.
Joshua is a living Bible of all mankind's miseries of war. The debt he has levied through his actions, he repays every day. He is a monument both to God's unending forgiveness and to humanity's unfathomable capacity for cruelty. It's written on every inch of his body. When you look at him, do you only see a man of God? Beneath those bandages, he is burned flesh. As he burns, so does he consume everyone around him. Joshua wants to fight because the Whitelegs have stoked the naked flame inside of him. You see the light, but do not yet feel the heat. I can pray that you never will. But it isn't up to me, and it isn't up to God. It's up to Joshua.
That's a whole lot of religious mumbo-jumbo to say. It's like, I'm trying to interpret that by sifting through all the layers of belief. It's like, okay, I guess we're going to go do some more work for frickin' Daniel. Oh, while I have you here, what do you know about the Father in the Cave besides that I'm wearing his armor right now?
Father in the... Oh, right. He's some spirit the Sorrows used to believe in. Watched over them from the caves in the valley. They marked some of the caves around here because they think they'll be punished for going inside. I think as more of them learn the teachings of the new Canaanites, they'll lose their old superstitions.
Yeah, you might want to have a chat with them because I think Joshua mentioned a Lord who judges, and they mentioned the Father, and they kind of conflated the two.
Oh? Oh. Of course. How stupid of me. They probably also think Mary is the mother and Jesus is the child. No wonder they picked up on things so easily. I guess it just goes to show how difficult it is to communicate sometimes.
More like if you go out there and, and proselytize and don't check to make sure that they actually believe what you believe, it's easy to misunderstand things. Okay, is there any other way that I can help the Sorrows? Maybe a faster one?
If you could part with it, healing powder would be welcome. We have enough Stimpaks for now, but we can't rely on that small supply. Brock and Xander plants can be found throughout the valley, and you might even find some on Whitelegs you come across.
I guess? I do have some if you're interested. I'll give it to you for a good price.
Ah, that's great news. We can use anything you can offer.
Okay. Here's one. What are you going to give me for it?
Thanks. Even one dose can make a difference.
Okay. And? where's the money, Daniel? It's like, I'm giving you a valuable commodity. Where's the dosh, the moolah, the caps, the reward? You honestly just expect me to just give it to you for free? Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm out of healing powders. Like, oh no, it's like, I'm sure that someday you'll get some somewhere. Maybe after you pick up a hint. Why do you need a map of Grand Staircase?
Grand Staircase is farther east, deeper into the Colorado Plateau. The Whitelegs were able to reach us here, but it's only because Zion is close to the Long 15. They can't pursue us east of here. It's too wild. Throughout our history, we have called many places Zion. This valley is full of God's beauty, but it's just a place. Zion is more than this. We cannot use any and all means available just to protect stone and water and a piece of sky. We have to hold on to our faith. Far more enduring. If we sacrifice grace for a piece of land, we may live in this valley, but we will no longer dwell in Zion. It's better for us to leave now.
So, wait a minute. Let me get this right. Okay, first off, yes, it's a very nice patch of land and patch of sky and a patch of water, but I don't think you understand how valuable that is. It's like, the Mojave is a desert. There's basically no plants there. It's like you have farmers who are struggling to make do, who are trying to eke out a living with whatever water they can, and that's with a supply of fresh water. It's like, if you go to California, if you go to the hub, there's places where water is treated as money, where water is the backing of the local currency because there's no clean water around. It's like, yeah, you could go somewhere else, but somewhere else might not have as nice a setup as here. And you just want to throw that away because you don't want to get your soul dirty? I'm sorry, it's like, I don't really sympathize with you. What exactly is it you do here besides be the spiritual leader that apparently doesn't understand your flock's needs?
I used to help the Sorrows with various medical problems and general issues they were having, but my bishop sent me here as a missionary. We New Canaanites believe that there is a path to salvation for everyone, and it's important that we set people on that path if they are willing.
Okay. What exactly is a bishop? Is that like a manager?
Yeah. Bishop Mordecai is... Sorry. Mordecai was my bishop. He was killed by Whitelegs during the attack on New Canaan. He was responsible for our congregation there. I don't know who my next bishop will be, but that's a problem for tomorrow. There are plenty of troubles here for us today.
Well, that's alright. It's like, now that your boss is dead, now you're the boss. I mean, were you close to the guy?
Look, I've got a lot to do here. My personal relationship, it's not important right now. Can't see how it concerns you anyway.
I'm just curious, man. It's like, you're talking, I'm talking, that's all.
It's understandable. But this is something for me to work out with the Lord. And I hope you can understand that.
Alright, whatever. So what happened at New Canaan, then?
It's not a subject I'm fond of discussing. It's over and done with anyway. Why are you so interested?
That's it? You don't want to talk about it?
As far as you're concerned, it is. This really isn't the time to talk about it, all things considered.
Alright, but color me curious. Let's talk some more later. After I've read a magazine. Yeah, we have some Party Time Mantis, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure we have a magazine somewhere. Yeah, meeting people. What's that get our speech up to? Speech is now 51. That's enough for both speech checks. Okay. So.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you?
Well, you can tell me about Mordecai, apparently.
I'd like you to drop it. It's a private matter.
Well, yeah, but see, I'm a nosy bastard. And if something's troubling you, yeah, it could affect all of these poor, helpless sorrows that you're here to protect.
I never thought I'd be in charge of anything. Don't know why. Bishop Mordecai was old. He had been sick for years. He couldn't walk anymore. It wasn't a problem for the rest of us. He made it out to be more trouble than it really was. Just his way, I guess. When the Whitelegs came, he was upstairs. We couldn't get him out in time. The house caught fire at the base and worked its way up. fast. He didn't die of smoke. I wish he had. Sometimes I wake up and for a minute or two I think all of it was a dream. But it's not. It wasn't. I wish all of this were some fevered vision of what could have been, instead of what is. What we let happen.
Oh. Well, now I feel like a bit of a prick. It's like, and yet there's still a part of me that says, oh, well, I'm sure that Joshua Graham could tell you what it feels like to burn alive. It's like that. Oh, I'm an asshole. Oh. No, I'm sorry. We're not saying that. We're not saying just ask Joshua Graham to imagine what it feels like to burn to death. No. And dare I ask what happened in New Canaan?
It's not a subject I'm fond of discussing.
Yes, you said that. But if you don't talk about your past, it'll come back later.
True enough. We can't escape it no matter how hard we try. Best we can do is own up. Trust in the Lord to forgive. Joshua was gone. So were a lot of the other New Canaanites. Whitelegs must have been watching for a long while, counting who remained. We didn't think the Whitelegs were a real threat. Maybe it was overconfidence. Maybe sloth. Either way, we didn't see them coming. They attacked at night. They killed without regard to age or infirmity, armed or unarmed. They beat children to beat them to death in their beds while they were sleeping. And now we're all that's left. Maybe 30 of us. Pride goeth before destruction.
Okay, so Joshua was maybe exaggerating a bit when he said there were only 2 of you. Okay, I guess that means it's time for me to go out and get a map for things. Map, totem, something about a cave needing blowing up. And actually, you said you were a doctor. I'm addicted to some drugs right now. That'd be great if you could help.
As much as I wish people wouldn't touch alcohol or chems at all, I understand. Would you like me to help?
Yes. 200 caps! 200 caps? Ah! It's like Doc Mitchell doesn't charge 40! Ah, I guess you're the only doctor around, but still, that's steep.
Have a seat. This may be a bit uncomfortable.
200 bottle caps. Okay. But wait, don't walk away. We still need to talk. Come back here. Yeah, do you sell stuff?
I can provide medical assistance. I can even use supplies that we have here. But I can't just sell what we have. I need to address problems as they arise. And most of those have to do with the sorrows or dead horses.
Oh, okay, but it's like, I have pre-war goods and supplies. You need those too, don't you?
I do. All right, I can provide you with supplies, but be frugal with them.
I mean, what does it matter to you if I'm frugal with them? It's like they're my supplies now. All right. 2 stim packs. It's like, you really weren't kidding. You don't have anything. The anti-venom should be useful, though, because that's, I mean, you have Cazadors around here. And there's not even enough to really sell you anything back. Ugh. That's disappointing. Yeah, have some firebombs, I guess. It's like, yeah, those are valuable goods from the Mojave. Alright. Do we want to go talk to the shaman now, or go talk to Waking Cloud? You know what? I'm high off my butt with mentats right now, so yeah. Let's go kill a bear.
You have root of sacred datura?
That I do. Yeah, I do have some questions about this whole thing. Okay, I guess I don't have questions after all then.
Wise man knows when to shut mouth. You may be wise, or maybe not.
Well, you may be dick, but you may be not.
You have root of sacred datura?
Yeah, here's the flowers.
These roots make sacred vision tea. You drink, you see path before you. Ready?
You know what? On second thought, I'll be back. I need a moment.
Tea will wait. Me, maybe not.
Fine, you can drink your own tea then. Let's find Waking Cloud. That way, if I do start frothing at the mouth, we have a midwife, you know. Somebody with at least some medical training so that if I do get poisoned from sacred root tea, I don't die. You know, maybe. I mean, she's a tribal midwife. She has 3 kids. That's got to count for something, right?
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you?
Sure, I guess. Yeah, let's go.
Certainly. We should make haste then.
Waking Cloud has given you the Quiet as the Waters perk. It's much easier to sneak by the White Legs while she's in our party. Okay, fantastic. So, before we get started, I need to tell you a little bit about Rule 1.